Forget the coffee. Forget the status quo. If you're looking for a good evening, that it's not going to happen. You've dialed the wrong frequency. We are standing at the edge of history on this Monday, April 20th, 2026, and the world isn't just watching, it's holding its breath. While the mainstream media lapdogs, let me see if I can fix this now, are busy policing. Where am I at? Yep, the tarnished brass and the old guard. We are looking at a global chess match where the stakes aren't just points on a board, they are literal fuel of our civilization. Over the weekend, the hope of a ceasefire in the Iran conflict flickered like a candle in a hurricane. President Trump signaled to the world that a deal, a real deal, a tough deal, was almost in place. But what does Tehran do? The moment they feel the squeeze, they revert to the only language they speak: sabotage. The IRGC has reportedly fired on a commercial vessel and slammed the gate shut on the Strait of Hormuz again. They broke the peace before the ink was even dry on the proposal. I think they can choke the world. They think they can choke the world's energy supply to get a better seat at the table. But they have forgotten one thing. The man in the Oval Office doesn't negotiate from a position of weakness. He's not sending them pallets of cash in the dead of the night like Biden and Obama did. He's demanding unconditional accountability. And while our commander-in-chief is staring down tyrants abroad, what are the Democrats doing here at home? They're not standing behind our troops, or they're worried about grocery prices or electric bills or the safety of our families. Oh, hell no. They are currently contagious with Trump derangement syndrome. It's so toxic, it's become a terminal illness for their party. They have been thinking about nothing other than getting Trump on anything, even if they have to lie and falsify evidence to try to get him on anything that they can. That's all they've been doing for the past 5 years under the Biden administration. Instead of thinking about the American people and trying to fix what they've screwed up in this country, they've done nothing. Look at the hypocrisy. For years, they've lectured us on trusting women and moral superiority. Well, let's talk about Eric Swalwell, shall we? The man who sat on the Intelligence Committee while being compromised by foreign spies. You remember Fang Fang is now facing harrowing allegations of sexual assault allegations that are detailed, graphic, and devastating. We've talked about some of them already. Now he resigned in disgrace, yet the media is treating it like a footnote. And why, you may ask? Because they are too busy trying to find a new way to lie, cheat, and steal their way into a gotcha moment against Trump. They would rather see this country burn under the weight of the mess that Biden years left behind, the debt, the open borders, the broken promises, than admit that Trump's era is fixing what they've spent decades destroying. They don't see the American people. They only see the orange reflection in their own spiteful eyes. But tonight, we see through the smoke. We see the strength of a nation. We refuse to back down, whether it's a threat, is a gunboat in the Persian Gulf, or a corrupt politician in D.C. So buckle up. It's the Conservative Viewpoint's weekend wrap-up, and we're just getting started. But the show begins now. Hi, everyone. What's happening? Yeah. You know what? I don't even have my flintlock anymore. I need to get one of those, Conrad. That sounds like a good idea right there, man. Thank you for that good idea. I might have to do that. Hey, guys, welcome to the show. Yes, it is Monday. I'm telling you what, it's crazy. I'm telling you what, I've had a busy day today, real busy day trying to get stuff done. I had to change outlets out. I had to change light switches out. I had to do so much. And my breaker box is not marked correctly. So I spent a lot of time running up and down the steps switching a breaker, going to check to see if the light's out in the room that I needed out. Man, it didn't work out too well. And then I had to go work out, and then I had to do something else. Then I had to take my father-in-law to the doctors. Then I had to come back and get some stuff fixed and do this show. And it was not easy. So I am going to have to take a day off Wednesday because I have another doctor's appointment because I've got something in my eye, something protruding out of my eye. Actually, it's I don't know if it's my lens. I had implants put in, and maybe the skin where they cut the skin out, you know, to flap over and put the lens in might be coming out. So I'm having problems seeing. So if I'm not here tomorrow, guys, understand that this is because I can't see because I'm having issues. So I might have to take both days off, tomorrow and Wednesday, until I can fix this. But I will not miss Throwback Thursday. I'm telling you now. So don't plan on me being here tomorrow either, guys, because it's getting worse as the time goes on. So I'm probably just going to have to take both days just to get my eyes straightened up a little bit. Because the doctor that I saw yesterday, he sees this one, but he said there was no foreign objects in it. But he said this side is doing the same thing, but it's not picking up off of my eye. So I go to a specialist on Wednesday. So, and I have drops and stuff put in there. It's not good. I just noticed the other day, I thought maybe I got something in it, you know, and I put some drops in. Then I looked in the mirror and you can see it right on this part of where my brown is on my eyes and the white part. Yeah, it's coming out. So it's kind of bugging me, but I had to do the show today. So, hey, we're going to get busy. We're going to do it too. So let's give some shout outs, guys, because we got Facebook happening. We got YouTube. We got Twitch, X, Rumble, Getter, and Kick. Everybody kicking it off tonight. So we are going to get busy, and we're going to start off over here with Rumble and the Whipkin Warriors over here that are in here. Go to the ER. They have an ophthalmologist on call. They do. I went to for WVU medicine. That's where I like going. I'm telling you there, Mark, that's crazy, right? I went to a Med Express that West Virginia University. I love West Virginia University. All their doctors are great. That's who does the majority of my work on me. So I do like them, and I go back to them. But thank you, Pat. Wednesday I'm going to get this thing taken care of. I don't need no iPad, Fred. All right, let's see who we got over here. We got Texas John starting us off, and Rock Justice. They were there before the show started. Hi, guys, and Pat. Pat's right there. Yes, giving me some good information right there. And Mark from the UK. Greg Carnes Jr. is in the house. Truck driver extraordinaire. Right there he is, guys. Does go to the site in Rumble and go to Greg Carnes Jr. Check out his podcast. He does a good show. Mick the Fix is in, guys. Right there is Fixer. Right there he is, man. Right there he is. Let me get down through here and see everybody that's hanging out tonight with us. And I'm telling you, Hicks from the Sticks. Way, man. Haven't seen him for a while. There he is, Sean. What's happening, man? All right, going down through the list. We got a lot of people on tonight. It's hard for me to keep up with all these chats now, but when I switch over to Rumble, it's going to be, everything's going to be on one page, so I won't have as much trouble. But we're going to shoot over here to the Getter Gang and check out. And I know One Dover jumped us off tonight for the start. What's going on, Dove? And we got Radical Right, Sean Justice. And there's Texas Red. Right there she is. What's happening? Oh, Lone Star Lady. There she is. Oh, what's happening, Lone Star Lady? And we got Conrad. What's happening, Conrad? Yes, everybody's in the house tonight. We got them kicking tonight. So if you see me itching my eye, and I'm not supposed to itch my eye, don't yell at me. Cecil 1776. What's happening, Cecil? Because I can't have it. Bang, bang. Ain't that crazy? So it's like bugging the hell out of me. I put my drops in before it came down. So thank you there, Radical Right, Sean. I'm hoping I don't mess with my eye stuff, man. Eye stuff is so important to me. I had a guy that worked on the ambulance with me years ago. Mama Love. What's happening, Mama Love? I missed you the other Friday. You weren't there, Mama Love. Oh, there she is right there. What's happening all? All right, guys, we're gonna get busy. We got a lot of stuff going on tonight, and and I try to keep this. I try to keep this show as fair as I can be. And I've been cutting down on Cameron Bartolotta and everything, and with the Al Butkin in the 46th district Senate seat in PA. Well, I'm not going to cut on her that bad. Now I have been researching it. Do I still think she's a rhino? Hell yes, absolutely. But I have been doing a lot more research, and I cannot bash her that too much because she has done stuff that I'm for, but she's still sending out bullshit stuff, flooding people with this stuff, and some of it's lies, some of it's not. Saying pro-Trump, no. If you're pro-Trump, you wouldn't have endorsed him. So you wouldn't be voting with Democrats like you did. And I did do research on that, and there is a lot of things that she's voted with Democrats for. A few of them are not what we would like to see, but she did vote for the budget that went through with a $3.9 billion deficit that put us in a hole like a bitch here in Pennsylvania. This is for the 2025-2026 budget fiscal year. And because of this is going to raise up to $8 billion by 2030. It's 4 years. And it's going to continue to rise and rise. And you should have fought that. You should have made sure it did not go through, but she did not do that. And then she keeps putting out lies still about Al Butkin in here. And I'm trying to keep this as what do you want to call bipartisan? So on both sides, but she's putting out lies on these mailers, and I lost my other mailer, but good thing I saved a copy on my phone. She's trying to tell people that he's got out-of-state dark money going in. No, there is no all this money stuff is online, and you can read it for yourself. So that is, in fact, not true. And saying that the dangerous gaming interest who will put slot machine like skill games everywhere, they're already there. And she's saying that that he's got gaming money and stuff, campaign backrolled out of dark money and gaming ties. No, he doesn't. He has no gaming tie. So the lies got to stop. But I cannot bash her all the way this time. I'm sorry, I could do it. I did do my research, and I'm trying to keep it as bipartisan as possible. So I cannot bash her totally. And some of this stuff is typical politicians. But yes, I do think she's still a rhino. I think she switched over to the Republican Party for one reason only, and that is to win. Can you fault her for it? No, because I would probably be done the same thing. But she's definitely straight up Democrat, married to a Democrat because it does not mix. We talked about that before. You can't be. I'm married to a Democrat. I was a Democrat for 32 years, and it doesn't work. When I switched to Republican, we don't talk about it in this household, period. And I do my show downstairs. That's why she goes back to the bedroom and I do my show. If I could, I'd be outside, but I'm not there yet. But hey, guys, here we go. We're going to get busy. And we got a lot of stuff to go over tonight, guys. Hey, my lovely Marianne, right there she is. She got in there too. I didn't see her come on in. Welcome, everyone. All right, here we go. They are discussing MTG this morning. Loves the topic. Oh, I cannot stand MTG. My whole family is a Democrat. Yeah, got a Lone Star lit. Yeah, it does not work. Trust me. They all lie. You're right, Texas Red. All real politicians lie. That's got to be tough. Yeah, it is tough. But that's okay. I just don't talk to her. That's not so bad. Hey, you never know what's going on right here. Okay. God, let's get busy. Got a lot of stuff to go over. It's been a busy, crazy weekend, I'm telling you now. Senator Rick Scott introduces legislation to repudiate. Is that right? I don't know. To take away Trump's 2019 impeachment. They should do it because it was, again, under the Democrats' lies about a phone call to, what's-his-face, Zelensky, which I don't like him, and they need to take it, all of it. Everything that the impeachments that they've been trying to do against Trump, they did do, have been over lies. So they know they both need to be gone no matter what. But it doesn't stop the Democrats from it, because here later on in the Democrat portion of this show, they tried again. Oh, then they're going to keep trying it again. But we'll get into that later. Yep, I got my water. And I got my cup that douchebag on Rumble said he did not like. My We the People cup. You know, you're going to bash a cup like this, you are not a freaking conservative. I'm sorry, you're not. All right, I love my cup. All right, here we go. What's spoiled rotten brat? Who's that? Woo-hoo. All right. I called him a crybaby on X. Oh, damn. Well, we're going to get busy here. Wait. Remember we were talking about the scientists, right? Now they come up with an 11th person. We can't say they weren't all scientists. Some of them had connections to the science and able to get into some classified stuff. But the fact is that 11 people now have been confirmed dead or missing or whatever. But the problem is now, I think this has been on for 4 years now. 4 years this has been going on. And all now, these people are wanting questions answered about this. Why is it taking 4 years? 1, 2, maybe 3, 4, 5, no, 6, 7, 8. It took 11 to get questions starting to be asked about where our top nuclear scientists are dying or missing from. Why did it take so long? And I'm seeing this today on a bunch of different articles. You see it on the radio or on the TV now about this. But before we started putting this out, you didn't see nothing. You didn't hear nothing about it. But now all of a sudden, people want answers. Cracks me up to see this happen once we start putting this stuff out. And it's already been proven now that podcasters and people on here, other like me and other people, bigger podcasters, have taken over radio, TV, everything, news. Oh yeah, people are trusting more to come to our places than they are to watch TV. And you got to understand it, right? With the fake news and the lies that you get. Now we're not seeing too many because you got a lot of liars and stuff that post on Facebook, all of the social media sites. And these people are trying to get in there. 11 from America and 1 from the UK. That's 12. 12. I did not know that, Mark. Mark just told me there was 1 from the UK. So there's 12 scientists now. Thank you for that, Mark. So, yes. Have they been killeried? That is the question that needs to be answered. Thank you, Rock Justice. Fact. Where have these people gone? Who is kidnapping or killing these people? That is the question we need answered. That is no different than we want in the pedophile list from the Epstein files. Do you think we're ever going to get it? Hell no. On with that. Okay, on with this. Numerous House Republicans banned with Democrats to block Trump's desired FISA extension. Why Trump wants to do this, I don't understand, without conditions being in here. Remember that during the Biden administration and the corrupt FBI and all them guys, they lied to the FISA courts to get illegal search warrant to go into Trump's home at Mar-a-Lago. They lied to him about everything, and they gave him that warrant, which was illegal. They falsified evidence. They falsified stuff that was at Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate, putting up classified paperwork on top of it, taking pictures, making it look like it was classified material when in fact it was not. And now Trump wanted to extend this out. So the House stopped it, which I love that part of it. But the problem is the Senate did not. And I guess that's all it took. Because the Senate temporarily extends nation's controversial spying powers after House fumbles it. A unanimous FISA vote buys time past April 20th deadline, but Congress remains divided over Section 02 reform. This allows them to spy not only on our enemies, but on us too. So that's where I don't understand why. Biden Vixen 29 just popped in there. Guys, if you didn't know I watch her show, I watched the whole thing today. I was able to get it. I got a chance to today. Great show. Puts on some great stuff. You guys got to watch it. She's got a sheriff coming on Wednesday at 7 p.m. I think it's from Vegas. I think he's from Vegas talking about stuff. You guys might want to watch that on Rebel Chicks with a Cause. Check it out on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right before me, guys. All right. But this temporarily extends this spying thing, and that means that they can spy on us if they want, and members of Congress like they did illegally on Kash Patel and all them. That's got to stop. We cannot have that. So I agree with the House for stopping it, but the Senate extended it. So that's all it takes for this. The Patriot Act is anti-American. Absolutely, Rock Justice. That is a fact right there. He worked with that scientist from the UK worked with the Ministry of Defense. He also investigated UFOs. So there's a lot of stuff, guys, and I love having Mark and them in here because of that reason. They can give us what happens in the UK because he's from the UK somewhere. I'm not telling you where, but he could give us what's going on there too, and that's why I like these guys being in here. Not only that, they're great people. They come in here and have a blast, and it's always early in the morning there for them. And I love them for that, guys. They come in there, great. Absolutely, Gregory agrees to. It's 100% unconstitutional. But all right, here we go. Appeals court allows Trump to all White House ballroom construction to resume. This is what we were talking about last week when the Democrats go to their judges to get them to put a stall on something because we know it's going to come around and it's going to go back to start it up again, whatever the case may be. It's what the Democrats do best. It's a stall tactic no matter what. Solar flared. Mama love. Her internet's been bad, man. I hope it holds out for us, Mama love. All right. But the ballroom is proceeding like we knew it would. I'm just sick and tired of the Democrats trying to blame and stop everything. They have not done a damn thing for this country. Nothing. Except trying to go after Trump. And we get to that in the Democrat portion of this. Their Trump derangement syndrome needs the pill. They need the Trump pill. Oh, yeah. They need their Trump derangement syndrome taken care of. They're waiting too long. It's beyond help now, I think. All right, let's get on with this one. Representative Boebert planning motion to expel Ilhan Omar from Congress over alleged incestuous marriage. That's one's mine. I have dibs. Yes, that's what the title of this was. Ilhan Omar is going to get that rag top of hers the hell out of there for marrying her brother to bring him into the country illegally. Guys, I hope this works. But with the Republicans we have in here, I don't know because it's just going crazy. They finally got SWALWELLS out of there, which we got him coming up too. And we got so many more. We got to get working on this, guys, because this election coming up is so important. And I'm going to continue to say that as long as I do this show, which depends on how long I want to do this. We'll find out here later on in the year. But she's working on it. We're going to see what happens because they're trying to push this through. And it's been tried before with her threats to Congress. She's putting threats. She's a terrorist sympathizer, and they still have her in our government. No Muslim should be in there. No one that hates America should be in our government. And we have way too many Democrats that are on that list, and they should not be there. Is that your podcast? This is my podcast. Vic, you're talking to Vic over there. All right. Pack the courts and give D.C. and Coastal Rocky statehood. Oh, yeah. The Democrats, if they do, they've already threatened this. And that dumbass old guy, and I can't remember his name right now, but he said what Democrats are going to do if they win this election. And they are going to give D.C., and that'll give them 4 seats in the Democrat Party. You will never, ever win an election again if this happens. They're also going to give Puerto Rico, which he said Puerto Rocky, but Puerto Rico, Rocky, yeah, a statehood. That's going to give Democrats because they're Democrat-run state or places. That will give them all the seats they need to control everything forever. They won't even have to kill the filibuster because that will happen, guys. That's why I'm telling you, this has to be done. The only reason Fang Fang Bitch was removed, he was splitting the vote in California. Exactly, Rock. That's exactly right. And we said that last week. That's the reason why they wanted Swalwell out, is because he was taking too many from other places that they knew if he didn't get out, they didn't have a chance of winning the governor. Now they got a slim chance because right now the Republicans have taken over the polls in California. Hopefully that continues and we'll see what happens with that. All righty then. Yes, we cannot. Hi, Shell. We cannot afford the Democrats to win, guys, because if this happens, we will never, and this country is done. You might as well black everything out because we are doomed if the Democrats control power. Oh, I did not hear that, Mark. Did anybody hear that Fang Fang died in a plane crash? If you guys heard that, let me know. Comer is playing the investigation role again. It's so ridiculous. His tipsy-toed around the on Fox when he was asked about the investigation of Omar, and it was like a stuttering pack mule. I'm telling you, Gregory, Carville, thank you, Rock Justice. Carville, that old son of a bitch, saying that he's got pull and shit with the Democrats and all that stuff. That old bastard's been wrong so many times, it's unbelievable. But he put it out there that Carville said all this. He said he gave up Democrats' playbook. What's going to happen if they win? Guys, this is so important. We do got to take this. We got to get something done. It's so important. We cannot miss this. But a Democrat whistleblower told the FBI that Adam Schiff approved classified leaks to target Trump. We talked about this once before, a while ago. But this behavior has become treasonous and illegal, which is both illegal, treasonous and illegal. But that's part of the who is this through? Oh, this is through Fox News. But the fact they said treasonous and illegal. Well, it's all illegal if it's treasonous and illegal, right? Yeah. So, yes, Carville is a walking demon no matter what. So, we got to get those. Oh yeah, Hicks, you damn right, Sean. We got to get those guys some security over there in California Republicans. You never know with those people; they are corrupt as hell. And we're going to get into the Democrats here hopefully real soon. But we got the Iran to go over here real quick. Let's see if we're up there yet. Nope. One more thing, I think, and then we're going to hit some Iranian stuff. RFK turns the tables on Democrats and reveals that 1.5 million illegal aliens unlawfully have received Medicaid. We've been talking about that for how long? But he gave a good number on how many illegals have gotten Medicaid, and they billed for it. So he sees it all. And this is 1.5 million. And what's the Democrats been saying this whole? They don't have health care. We don't give them health care. That's a freaking lie, because right there it is, in black and white, no matter what. They have been receiving it, licenses, money, cell phones, everything, plane tickets, and you want to sit there and lie about it? This is what I hate about Democrats. It's all exactly read fake news. It's all it is. That's as simple as that. All right, let's get into some Iranian stuff here real quick, because a lot happened over the weekend. And what did we say from the get-go? Do not trust a lying-ass Muslim, right? They just proved us right again. Trump tells NATO to stay away after the strait reopens. All of a sudden now, Trump got everything taken care of. They shut down the strait, then it reopened. All of a sudden, people are wanting to come in. Oh, let's go help them now. No. Trump said, to hell with you. We don't need you. And it's proven. We don't need them. But they want to come in and like swoop in thinking they're the saviors. Nah, Trump told them to stay the hell out. Because once again, lying-ass Muslims lied and said, hey, we're going to do it, right? It's okay. But Iran's closed the strait once again. Oh, yes. They said it was open. Then they closed it. Then what happened? They started shooting at an oil tanker. Oh, yes. They started shooting at them. So then they had 2 oil tankers trying to break through the barricade that we have set up. Well, they shouldn't have messed with the Marines. They shot the shit out of them. They blew a hole in the engine room, and they took over the ship. It is done. It is down. It is out, and we control it. Then the other one, it just stopped. It wasn't going to put up with it. You don't mess with the baddest armed forces on this planet. And they found that out the hard way. U.S. forces moving to crack down hard on IRGC closing the Strait of Hormuz yet again, which Trump gave them a 24-hour notice, which is up tomorrow night at 8 p.m. That is a little more than 24 hours, I'm afraid to tell these people. But U.S. Navy opens fire on Iran. The USS Spruance intercepted Iranian vessel, the Toshka, near the Strait of Hormuz, or Hormuz, however you say the stupid name. About 6-hour warning period. They fired to the engine room and disabled it, and now we own it. That's the same one that we did before. My computer's running a little slow, so we're going to have wait for a little bit. NATO, DeVos, ain't our friend. No, they are not. They just got proven that that's why he was pulling us out in his first term out of NATO, because we said this before, guys. It's going to be a proven fact. When we actually need somebody, who's going to come to our rescue? And it was proven now, nobody. It's as simple as that. We give them all this money. All this money. We give them protection. And what happens when you call on them? They pull their panties out their ass and they go running away. Then that's what happens. And we've said that before. These people will take. But when it's time to give, they don't give. They get. So this is what happens, guys. Don't accept your change and bills if an Islamist is using the left hand. They wipe their ass that way. Oh, yeah. That's nasty, Conrad. The midterms have only been held twice by the incumbent. Alas, yes. I don't trust Israel not to sabotage the deal. Well, right now, their deal's holding. Israel and Lebanon, their deal is still holding. We'll see what happens with that one, too. But you can't trust a Muslim, period. It's as simple as that. But Rick Scott says Trump has authority to act against Iranian threats. He does have the authority, and the Democrats just go on TV and say, it's all illegal. It's illegal what he's doing. Because they're brainwashed, idiot liberals. Listen to them, believe every damn word they say. Now, see, Trump's doing something illegal because the Democrats said it. They said it's illegal. We know it's illegal now. But it's not illegal. It's not. He has every bit of authority. And it's just a fact that they keep saying that. And U.S. gives and gives, and everyone. Exactly. That's all they want, Marianne. They take. And we keep giving. And that's why Trump should pull us out of NATO. Get the hell away from him until these people learn a lesson when they are struck by terrorists out of Iran. And then they're going to be calling and crying to Trump saying, we need your help. They're attacking us. They're bombing us. And we can't do it because most of these people don't put any money towards military. They put it all toward their economy. So they can't afford a big military. And that's a fact. And that's why they count on us. When we're not there, what's going to happen? Exactly. So I'm so sick and tired of all this stuff with the Democrats' lies and all these people, these countries taking advantage of the country, and they still are. And Trump needs to put a stop to it before he leaves, I'm telling you, because it's going to get bad. Now, we're talking about Comer here. Comer to Newsmax said Trump has all options on the table when it comes to Iran. So that is a fact. But, we've heard this stuff from Comer and James, Jim Jordan and all them. They hold 2 of the highest committees in there that can do most everything and take out these Democrats, the corrupt Democrats, and that they do nothing. They give their feet to sit there all this information and say, we got this, we got that, and everything, and they don't do a thing about it. So why is feed us this information? Why go to the newspapers and feed all these so-called evidence that you have against Democrats, but do nothing about them? just like this too. He says Trump has, okay, we know he does. So shut Democrats up and stop them from lying and start perp walking some of those dumbasses. And then we'll start listening to you and maybe believing what you're saying, because I'm tired of the lies coming out of the Republican Party too. All right, what else we got? Trump announces new Iran talks, but vows major attack without deal. Now, what I saw in another article that I deleted said that Trump said that a deal could be signed as early as today. I have not heard if it was signed, but yet again, be wary, because they've signed how many now for the past, how many decades, how many presidents have they made deals with? And how many of these presidents have they shit on and just did the opposite of what they've done? I'm afraid that's what's going to happen here too. These people are not going to give up that easy and say, okay, we're not making no nukes. But they've said that to how many presidents now, and they've done the total opposite. So watch what you're doing when you sign something with a lying ass terrorist. It's as simple as that. Iran must sign or lots of bombs are going to start dropping on Iran again. He said that they're going to start taking out the oil and all that stuff and everything that he promised before. And that's what's going to happen. And they were on there talking about when he said about the whole civilization's going to die. And what he was talking about was the military part of it. He's going to take out the electrical and all that stuff and the oil and the gas and all that stuff to stop the military from tracking us. And that will take out civilization. It will be like caveman days again. You'll have to go back to candles and candlelight and burning wood to cook your dinners and stuff like that. And people aren't used to that. And people will have to learn 47 years, Rock Justice, exactly. These dumbass Muslims have been in charge. They have been beating their women. They are the most demon country in the world. Training terrorists to attack us. They cannot be trusted no matter what. This is how they're born and raised, guys. Simple as that. Trump says that U.S. has full custody of that Iranian flagship that they took over. Well, it's no good now. You blew up the engine. We don't want it. Now, talking about this article comes from Just the News. And they said an Iranian woman living in Los Angeles was arrested for allegedly trafficking of military equipment. Now, when I saw this woman, and I didn't have time to get a picture of her, I've been too busy today. She looked like she was an American. Can anybody verify that for me? Because she had blonde hair, and they're saying a 44-year-old Iranian woman living in Los Angeles was arrested on allegations she was involved in trafficking military equipment. This woman was selling drones, explosives, all kind of ammunition, all kind of stuff, bomb fuses. What else was there? So there was so much stuff, but they did not give a picture in here. But I saw when she was arrested, she looked like she was an American, not Iranian. Because most Iranians have dark hair and stuff, and those big ass eyebrows and shit. And oh yeah, but she looked American to me. But she definitely had resources to get a lot of military equipment, and she was selling to them. So she was definitely arrested on that. So that was a good thing. What did I just erase? I just erased something. Oh, well. But here we go with the Democrat portion of the show. And we're starting off back with Virginia, where the commies are at and fixing the vote now. Now, Virginia, we talked about this on Friday's show, I believe it was, that Virginia joins National Popular Vote Compact, raising concerns after Trump's 2024 popular vote win. This is the way they're trying to fix the elections over again, because they try to do this popular vote. Your vote doesn't mean shit in Virginia. And so they are trying to take it out. Just like these electorates. I don't agree with these electorals, because they can give them to whoever they want. No matter how you vote and say you want Trump to win, It doesn't matter. They don't have to give it to them. They can give it to whoever the hell they want. And this is going to make it even easier for them to do it, to fix the elections. And that's a fact what's going to happen. So that's what's happening right now with the Comey and Spermberger in Virginia. And it's not only her state. There's other states that do it. Like, I think there's other Democrat-run states that are doing the same thing. They're trying to fix the elections, guys. It's a fact. The View is a wine and cheese party. The View, they are wine and pig party. Oh, did you say swine or wine, Rock? Limburger cheese. Oh, yuck, nasty, Pat. Here we go with the Swalwell watch. Oh, yes, here we go. Anger swells after Swalwell's open secret with women went unreported for years. We talked about this on Friday, guys. I think it was 10 years, I said. But a reporter who admits she had info on Swalwell and Swalwell's abuse during the Chinese spy investigation, but didn't pursue it and blames conservative media for it. How the hell did you have evidence of a pervert, pedophile, possible rapist, all that stuff, and you don't put it out there? Now you want to blame conservatives for it. Spermberger, booger. Yeah, Spermberger, booger. This, Spermberger, boo, booger. That's all good. She's a commie, and it's down. But this, I don't even know if they mentioned to it. Yes, it says Alan Abrahamian, I don't know, is one of the reporters who broke the story of Access in 2020 that Swalwell had links to with a Chinese spy who is known to sexually target California politicians for information to pass along to Beijing. So he's been doing this for 15 years now. Seeing with this one, with the Fang Fang went through. Oh, yeah. And there's nothing different because the Blaze Media puts out the Democrat Sergeant Schultz strategy. You guys remember who Sergeant Schultz on Hogan's Heroes? Right. But this is what the Democrats did. They see nothing. They hear nothing. I know nothing. That is what Sergeant Schultz said to take himself away from whatever the prisoners were doing in their camp. This is what the Democrats does when it came to the pedophilia, the raping, the sexual assaults, and they knew about him and they kept him in our government anyways. How can you vote for a Democrat after hearing all this stuff, guys? I don't know how anyone could. This is the bad part about Democrats. Party of pedophilia, party of violence, party of everything wrong with this country. That is so wrong. It's unbelievable. All right, what else we got? Here it is about the Democrats continuing to push for Trump impeachment. They said they will continue this, and they will continue until they get their outcome that they want. They are continuing to push votes to impeach Trump. They're going to continue it over and over and over and over again until they get wear down the Republicans, until they start voting for them and help them vote to impeach Trump for doing nothing wrong. Another issue with the Democrats trying to do something illegal, and our Republicans are going to sit there and do not a damn thing about it. All right, on with the more pedophiles and lying Muslims. Let's go to New York City, shall we? New York City rejects ICE detainer for an illegal alien charged with murdering 4 people. They have in custody a murderer that lit a hotel on fire. I think it was a hotel. It was an apartment complex, I believe, on March 16th. And they are getting ready to release him. ICE put a detainer in on him, and they said, no. They're releasing him to the streets. A freaking murderer. This is what happened. And did you guys see them take over the streets in the Bronx and tear it up? They're doing donuts and shit in there. They're destroying everything. And this has happened in other Democrat-run cities, too. And this is the lawlessness coming out of New York with this dumbass Muslim in there. This is what happens when you have a commie that's running one of the biggest cities in New York. But hell, everybody's fleeing. New York's fleeing as Hochul unveils new property tax to pay for Mandami's pricey social programs. Yes. And they are sitting there doing the same thing. And can you be any more stupid? And I don't know how many Democrats we're going to call stupid. I think we're just going to call the whole party of Democrats stupid because of the fact that she's unveiled a new property tax to put on the taxpayers of New York because the businesses are fleeing. They're gone. They're all going. So with her begging them to come back, saying, please come back so you can help pay for this shit that McDummy's doing. You think they're going to come back? She's bucktooth bitch needs to go, and McDummy needs to go right with her because this is what's going on. Because Glenn Beck has actually mocked Kathy Hochul for begging ex-New Yorkers to return and fund her social program. I put a small clip together. Take a listen to Glenn.
I don't know if you saw this, but Hochul. Now, let me just take you. This is the governor of New York. She's now saying that rich New Yorkers really need to move back from Florida. Okay. I want to make sure that we're smart about having a system in place that's not just about taxing for the sake of taxing and being conscious of the fact that I need people who are high net worth to support generous social programs that we want to have in our state. So do you hear what she's saying there? I need people of high net worth because I need their money to do stuff in the state. You know why I'm not a full-time resident of Idaho? I have a beautiful house in Idaho. We use it for vacation, and for the end of the world apocalypse. And I have a house in Idaho. The reason why I don't live in Idaho full-time, because I would live in Idaho. Well, my wife wouldn't. She thinks snow is a bigger deal. But I think the biggest deal is that when I went to speak to some of the Republicans up in the House and the Senate in Idaho, and I was going to go up and help them raise money, one of the leaders came up to me, a Republican came up to me and said, have you moved here? And I said, we're thinking about it. And he said, and this is a quote, we hope you do because we want to add you to the tax base. And I said, you know what? You've guaranteed that I will never move to Idaho.
There you go. There was more. He went on for about 7 or 8 minutes. I got to say hi to my Texas Tammy. I did not see come in. I'm sorry, Tammy. And state to state. And Becky over there. And thank you, Becky, for that. Like I said, it's hard for me to catch up with these things because everything is on one now, and everything goes so fast I don't catch everybody's comments and everybody that comes in. So I go back while the videos are running so I can see everybody and make sure I say hi to everybody. And I don't want to miss it. So, yes, this is what you get with your dumbass Democrats telling people to come back so we can tax you more. How many people's coming back for that? None. Oh, this one you guys are going to love. Let me take him off of here because you guys are going to love this one. Obama and McDummy singing Wheels on the Bus with kids. Holy shit. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Take a look.
The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town.
This is what the Democrats do now. Everybody's singing. Did you guys? I did not get the video, but there's so many videos out there. This is what the Democrats are doing to try to make themselves look like real people, but they're making themselves look like idiots. There's groups of them singing. There's groups of them doing exercises and singing. They got the freakiest one dude in pink stretch pants and like what they wore in the 70s with the leggings and the short shorts and the tank top over top of a oh my God. Guys, this is so, yes, this was called the Muslim Brothers. I forgot to say that. I had that in my head. That's the Muslim Brothers. Barack Hussein Obama and McDummy, the Muslim Brothers and the brother's mother. Yes. Oh my God. That it's just crazy. I saw that and I said, I have to show it. This is so messed up. It's unbelievable. Now get this one. I got to put these ones together. Tim Walz launches a new super PAC by pretending to be J.D. Vance. Oh my God. This dude is sitting there going, he's bashing J.D. Vance for bringing up his mama, and his mother. So who cares why would Walz do anything when he gave up trying to be a governor because he caught up in the fraud? Why would anyone want to listen to a damn thing that piece of shit tampon Tim did or says? But he's trying to bash J.D. Vance. He is no match for J.D. Vance. I'm sorry, but he is a freaking idiot. On top of that, you got another Walz wants to sit there and rip Trump and Vance in Europe and says feeble-minded, trigger-happy president has no exit plan for Iran. Holy shit. He doesn't have no right to try to sit there and call Trump feeble-minded and trigger-happy when this moron wants to sit there and steal valor, said he's carrying a gun in war and all this, and he wants to sit there, the fraud, the corrupt, the perversion coming out of him, and he has any right to say anything about Trump. Oh my God. This is what this dumb son of a bitch is doing. He's already been caught up. It's only a matter of time before he goes to prison. They're going to love that dude. He's going to have some tampons for his asshole. Oh, yeah. He ain't going to be able to retend it at all. We've got another Democrat running their mouths, screaming, rages over Trump. The TDS syndrome is going through the roof with these people, guys. Every time I show you an article on this or tell you about an article, the TDS is went through the roof. These people need the Trump derangement pill. They need it so bad. Oh, yeah, they've all went to the Leary Center, Rock. All these some bitches went to the Leary Center. But this Democrat rages against Trump over war and yells, fuck his ass. Oh, yeah, we got another one. Sidney Kamlager Dove of California. Go figure, coming out of California. Another mentally deranged Democrat cannot take, the Trump derangement just lets it out. It's been going on too long. I think they are beyond help. The last thing I got for you guys tonight, did you hear the Newsom's book scandal? He used campaign money and bought 144,000 copies of his book, his memoir, $3.6 million worth. For one, it's illegal, but they're trying to say that he used it. That is 2/3 of the amount of books that were sold. He only sold, I don't even know what it was, less than 30,000 books. He bought 143,880 copies of his books and said they were like $25 a piece. He made a fortune on this, and they're saying he didn't. They bought it wholesale. Lying sack of shit. It's illegal to use campaign money, but he said now he's going to give the books out to people who vote or whatever on him. That's a lie. But $3.597 million. And this is what he did. That up his book sales. The bestseller, what is this? They're going to be thank you gifts to donors and volunteers. Nobody wants them. Nobody wants this shit. And this son of a bitch is going to do this to up the sales of his books. That is so pathetic. Isn't that pathetic, Pat? He is so pathetic. This is what you get with Democrats. They are all pathetic. God, that's why we cannot let them win whatsoever, guys. I'm telling you now. Here, I want to show you this real quick before we go. This is the old Obamas. Well, maybe it's them right now. Take a look.
I wish you had another eye. I'll blacken that bitch too. Please. Save my balls. Speak one more time, asshole.
I love that. I had to show you that. That was so great. I'm telling you what. That was freaking awesome right there. We got a lot more we're going to get to tomorrow. That's for sure, guys. Well, there was a lot to go over tonight, guys. It was a busy weekend. Too much stuff going on. It just never fails with this, with Iran going on and the lying ass Democrats and everything else that's going on. It just never stops with these people. Like I said, the Trump derangement syndrome's huge. It's huge. And it's not going to stop. When are the Democrats going to start working for the American people, guys? They never will. It's all about them. That's why they want to stop the illegals from being deported so they can win this election. They are starting to fix the elections right in front of our face, and nothing's being done about it. We got to get some Republicans in there with some balls to do something. So, guys, thank you for joining me tonight on this Monday night. Guys, I'll see you back here on Thursday. I am going to take off because I'm having trouble seeing out of my eye right now. So I am going to take off the next couple of days, and I'll let you guys know on Thursday how it went and see if they're going to do something. So I'm sorry about that, but I got to take care of my eye first. I'm having trouble enough seeing right now. So thank you again. I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. We will get into some great stuff on Thursday for Throwback Thursday. I promise you that. We're going to have fun. I downloaded a ton of stuff. You're not going to want to miss it. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to leave you with this. We pulled back the curtain tonight. We've stared down the storm, and we've spoken the truth about the cowards that are too afraid to even whisper. But even remember, what we did here tonight, it's just an opening salvo. As the sun sets on this Monday evening and the rest of the world lulls itself back into a comfortable sleep, don't you dare close your eyes. The world is moving faster than ever. And while they're busy playing checkers with our future, we are out here mastering the board. We are the vanguard. We are the ones who refuse to let the American dream be traded away in the backroom deals and choked out in the distant seas. You've seen the headlines, guys, but come Thursday, we're going to have a lot. I hope I don't miss anything the next couple of days, but guys, we're going to come back stronger than ever, and hopefully I can see better out of this eye. So we'll see what happens. So, guys, I can't wait to see you guys on Thursday. So you never know what's going to come across my desk. In a world that this volatile, you cannot afford to miss a single second of the conservative viewpoint. So thank you for standing with me tonight, guys. Thank you for choosing the truth over the narrative. Sleep with one eye open. I will. Keep your head held high and meet me right back here Thursday night for a Throwback Thursday event you guys aren't going to want to miss. So the fire is lit, and I'll see you back here on the next show. Have a great night, everyone. I'll see you guys Thursday.